Why do so many people faint when visiting the poison gardens in England? Hello, I'm Sinead from the Poisonous Cabinet podcast. This location has been mentioned to us many times by fans asking us when we were going to go there. And when we did do a recent visit and put up a funny video, most of the comments we received were questions about why people pass out in the garden. And also a lot of people saying they wouldn't be able to resist touching things while there. The Poison Garden is part of Alnwick Gardens, a visitor attraction in the north of England. The Poison Garden is famous for having more than 100 different toxic and narcotic plants inside of it, and it's also very well known because many people while visiting pass out. Staff at the gardens actually keep a tally of the number of people who pass out while on the visit, but it's not because people are going in there, touching all the plants, rubbing them on their face and inhaling fumes wafting out of the flower beds. No, these delightful people in protective gear are not the norm. These are the professionals who will be handling, gardening, doing stuff around the plants. Your average visitor cannot just wander around the gardens freely. You can only enter unorganized tours with a guide in smaller numbers so they can explain to you about all of the plants, but also keep an eye on you and make sure there is no touchy feely. The reason that some people get overwhelmed in the gardens is because of the stories that they hear. All of these stories about plants that are pretty common to most of us and how they can mess you up triggers the fight or flight response, and that in turn can trigger a fainting fit. And having visited, it's easy to see why. The stories that you hear while entertaining are also terrifying, quite frankly, if you're not careful the next time you go a berry picking. Hellebore, that used to be used as a treatment for tapeworm in children and is incredibly toxic. Rhubarb. In World War I, the government recommended the leaves of this plant as a good food source. It's full of oxalic acid and that can absolutely destroy you. Rhododendron, very toxic, can actually be used to make mad honey. Laurel bushes want a piece of you as well. Oleander plants, beautiful to look at in nature. This one's in a cage for a reason. The lovely laburnum tree. Don't go near this. Do not touch the bark or the sticks or let your pets go near it. Burn it! The gimpy. Someone once accidentally used that as toilet paper in the wild, and I am still not overhearing the rest of that story. Suffice it to say, the Poison Gardens are a wonderful place to visit. We actually did a recording on site and have released that episode packed full of special facts that you can listen to wherever you get your podcast. If nothing else, you will learn that if you go up against nature, you won't win. Please do follow us if you want more stories of poison, nature, and just general crazy crimes from across the centuries.